Wow. Has it really been 9 whole months since the Season 2 video? Man, I am bad at keeping a consistent upload schedule. Wait a second. It's 2023. Now that gives me an idea. It's been a while, hasn't it? First of all, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone here who has stuck through everything that has gone down on this channel. Whether you know me from Brad's community, or if you've been here with me since the very beginning of my channel and my videos. It has, yet again, been a considerably long time since my last video on this channel. So I want to take some time to dive into what I've been up to for these past several months, as I figure some of you aren't up to speed on what my situation currently is, since I've been completely absent from this channel. In fact, I even want to jump straight into answering this question. Where have you been? And all I think I need to say is this. I also do stuff elsewhere, come on. Okay, here is my real answer. So, where have I been? As you probably know, and because I've mentioned it 2 times already in this video, I haven't uploaded to this channel in over 9 months. And throughout that time period, I must have been doing something, right? Well, Magema, I've got good news, because I have been. For starters, I've been editing videos for other creators and channels, which has been a nice change of pace from previous years. Let's now take one certain example, which some of you may already know by now. Around early 2021, I created and began editing videos for the channel Bradley Richards Extras, which is now a second channel to the main Bradley Richards channel. For the most part, I've mainly been creating highlights from his streams over there.
What am I dragging? What is this? What is this?
But I've also done a few other videos too. To put it simply, it's where I've been focusing on editing for the past couple of years. And that channel even led me to now, where I've started to edit some videos on his main channel too. Now, all of this sounds fantastic. I'm consistently editing content, but it's not my content. What have I been doing about that? Now, if that was a question you were thinking, wait a second, I'm sorry, but this is not the right video. Hang on a second. Is that Cool Bowser? No, this cannot be, he's so cool! I literally cannot compete with Cool Bowser. How did he get in my video? Okay, I'm sorry, Cool Bowser, but you need to get out of here. Go be cool somewhere else, okay? Anyway, where was I? Oh, right. If you are actually thinking about or waiting for new content of my own, I seriously appreciate you. Thankfully, it's not been total dead air from me, as beginning in November 2022, I started streaming on my Twitch channel, which you can find at twitch.tv/stayer. My primary content over there has been Minecraft, specifically the Bradcraft SMP, where I am usually building, mining, and occasionally hanging out with the other gamers in Brad's community. Every single one of these streams have been tons of fun. I've enjoyed almost every single one of them.
Because you are a evil being.
I'm not evil, I just like to steal doors from time to time.
Dude, I would be careful.
No!
Did you just blow up your base?
We also can't forget about the game, which started my channel off, Roblox. I've also done a couple of streams of that too, although not as much, as I never really find too much enjoyment in most games on there anymore. But hey, at least there's been a few funny moments from those streams.
I'm done.
I also have so many other games that I could stream, and I would love to get to them eventually. Now, before I get into the future of this channel, I would like to touch on one more game in specific, which I think you will all like what I have planned for in the near future. American Truck Simulator. That's right. The game where you deliver cargo to and from cities in the United States. You can even buy your own trucks, get a garage, and just completely explore the western US from your desk. And just from hearing that explanation that I just gave about the game, you might be thinking to yourself, me? Stayer? Streaming this? Well, I wouldn't want to lie to you, since it is in fact true. Being completely honest here, American Truck Simulator is a ridiculously amount of fun, both off and on stream. Just the fact that you can quote unquote relax, I say that, but you can't really do that, can you? Man.
And the threat of a
Look at it a little bit
killing
closer.
spree.
I'm gonna block the road.
And the threat of a 5 emergency meetings.
God, this is awful.
4 hours.
And drive on interstates for hundreds of thousands of miles. It makes it so worth it for me. The day I got it, I knew I wanted to stream this. So that's exactly what I did, streaming the game for the first time on December 27th, 2022. That was not my first time playing it though, as my first time was the day I got it, aka Christmas Day 2022. But since that first stream, at the time of recording this, I've done 2 more, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. And knowing all of this, I thought of a pretty epic idea. I figured that I could use these streams, edit them down, and create a full-on series for this channel, which would be my first series in years. And what better time to do so than right at the beginning of the new year. So, if everything goes according to plan, by the time this video is uploaded and up, I will have started work on American Truck Simulator Episode 1, and I hope we can all expect to see the video right in our subfeeds very, very soon. I'm excited, and I really do hope you are excited too. Okay, now only one more thing before I get into the future of this channel. At this point, I'm definitely stalling, but this feels semi-important to me, so I think you should know as well. You may have noticed that beginning in January, there was a considerable overhaul with all of my branding across every platform that I'm on. This new branding is what I like to refer to as Design 3. For context, this was Design 1. A lot of you may recognize this, for opposite reasons. Design 1 was the Discord-inspired look that I had in between the paper Waluigi and Design 2, which was the first rendition of my current original branding. I've coined the name 5T for this logo here, which is a 5 and a T closely moved together. It was the only thing I could think of when it came to original branding that was possible within my skill level at the time. Personally, Design 2 looks okay, but I had some issues with it and I decided that 2023 would be a perfect year to fully update everything. And now we have this! I've added long shadows to almost everything relating to my elements, and I do mean everything. My stream text overlays, text and banners, my offline screen on Twitch, it's everywhere. I really feel like this is so far my best branding yet. Way better than anything I made in Canva after like 10 minutes. With Design 3 also came new terms for each of my profile picture types. As of recording this, there are 3. There's Traditional, which are the flat color variants that you typically see for one of my profile pictures. Next is Seasonal, which I update my branding to around events or holidays like Christmas, winter, fall. And finally, there's Temporary, which are for important events that I feel I have been impacted by, or I'm simply passionate enough to change my profile pictures everywhere to. These only last for a specific amount of time before I swap back to whatever profile picture was normally going to be there at the time. And there will usually not be any temporary banners, only profile pictures. And finally, the main section you've all been waiting for. Now, I'm going to begin section 4 by immediately stating that nothing I say here is fully set in stone, and I very well may still completely vanish again. Now don't get me wrong, I will of course try to avoid that from happening again, but if things get out of hand, I may be forced to. If anything does happen, I will try to let all of you know on my community tab as soon as I'm able to. But anyway, what general plans do I have for this channel moving forward? What's my upload schedule going to be? What does the future hold? I will try to get to all of these questions and a few more in this section. It may be a long one, so sit back and enjoy. Now, since we're on the topic of content, I feel like I should bring up my other channels here before I get into anything else. There's also been some significant changes since when I brought them up in my Season 2 video, so why don't we look back on that and update you on the differences since then. Speaking of channels, I would like to remind you all about my other channels, besides just my archive channel. There's my Extras channel, where I post random things like Super Mario Odyssey clips or funny haha memes I make. Wow. What a time. First off, my Extras channel is actually now called Stay Extended. I changed it because I recently realized how similar it was starting to become to Bradley Richards' Extras. Yes, the channel that I created started to become indistinguishable to my channel. How the fuck did I even manage that? As for the content, as of late, it's primarily been Bradcraft showcases and not much else. For those who don't know, Bradcraft is a Minecraft resource pack I created which includes references to Brad. The showcases mostly involve me showing off an upcoming feature to the pack, or general cool things that I find interesting. I used to upload these as unlisted on this channel, but I decided I should move them to my second channel so they could be public. Hopefully soon I can start uploading other stuff there, but we'll see. Right now I only want to focus on uploading to this channel since it's been 9 months since the last time I did, not to mention the countless other times I've disappeared in the last several years by now. There's also my Shorts channel, where I sometimes post shorts of things I make, like my funny memes. That's been renamed to Clips, as I feel it makes more sense of a name, since clips can both mean shorts and longer form videos at the same time. Not too many clips have since been posted there, but I did semi-recently upload the clip of Ben screaming from a creeper. And I obviously would love to upload more there too. I've got a few good clips that I could upload there. Also, stop saying your memes are funny. What kind of egotistical maniac are you? There's also my More channel. That's where I used to post my memes, but I decided why not post them to my Extras channel instead. Also, there's a few sped up things too. Also, Sugar Crash, which I never want to hear that goddamn song ever again. Oh my god. Yeah, about my More channel. Okay, to be fair, I'm being a little harsh because in November last year, I did upload a short of Brad pulling the rock Sussy Face, which actually got over 3,500 views somehow. But aside from that, I haven't really been active on More in quite a while. Also, Sugar Crash. What a throwback. I for sure am sick of hearing it too, but worthy of that reaction? Come on now, you're being a little dramatic. My mobile channel, where I post videos of me playing mobile games. And then also my VODs channel. If I ever stream again, which I don't know if I ever will, that is where the stream replays will go. Damn, that third line aged well. Like a fine jug of milk 7 years later. My VODs channel. Where do I begin? Well, if there was ever only one other channel I wanted you to go look at, or even subscribe to, it would be my VODs channel by a long shot. That's where every single one of my past streams get uploaded to. All of them. Even my old streams from May and June of 2021. They're all over there. Please go check it out if you can. The link can be found at the top of the description, right next to the Twitch link. Now, onwards. Let's finally get into the first topic. The first subject regarding my return that I would like to get into is not only probably the most important one, but also generally a pretty interesting one when you take into consideration the history I've had with it in the past. What's going to be my upload schedule? Now that is really tough for me to answer, as I've had countless schedules in the past, and most haven't really worked out. The most notable schedule that I've had is every 3 days. Back in April and May of 2018, that was my upload schedule. I uploaded every 3 days, and it surprisingly worked. However, the only reason that it did was because I bulk recorded videos to schedule out over the coming months or so. Now you might be thinking, hang on, that's gonna take a while because you gotta edit the videos. Well, not necessarily. The upload schedule of every 3 days was only possible due to the way my videos were done back then. And I think the only way to explain my content in a cohesive way is to just show you one of my videos from back then. So here, let's watch a segment of my Data Brawl video from January 11th, 2019. For context, Data Brawl is a Roblox game based around computer viruses. Be warned, this video is incredibly thrilling! You know, I'd be surprised if you aren't getting tired after watching this snooze fest of a video. Not only is the video unedited, which literally kills any video nowadays, unedited videos do not work on YouTube anymore, but it's also just generally boring to watch, even for me, and I was the one recording the fucking video. But even worse, it is laggy as all hell, due to the reason that it was recorded on a laptop which could barely do anything I wanted it to, let alone record videos. And no, it's not just this one video as an outlier. All of my old videos from 2020 and prior were exactly like this. They were unedited, they were laggy, they didn't have any custom thumbnails. Okay, to be fair, there were a few custom thumbnails on some videos, but they were kinda shit. And the only one I'm still semi-proud of was this one, but most videos didn't even have a custom thumbnail anyway. Everything was just overall a completely poor experience for the viewer. And I remember being confused as to why my channel wasn't growing. It's like, dude, maybe your content is shit! Before I continue on my rant, let's look at one more video here. A video from March 2nd, 2017, where I test using OBS to record videos with. Now keep in mind here, I don't think it was the same one, but this was also recorded on a similar laptop to the one from the Data Brawl video. This time, I'll continue to talk over it. Now, to anyone out there watching this video, pay attention to the video playing on screen. Can you spot any possible issue with this? If your answer was how abysmal everything looks, you got it correct. Good job. Now, seriously, what even is this? This isn't even a video that anyone can watch. It's absolutely shocking to me at just how bad this video is. I remember being so distraught about this too. Not being able to use OBS was so draining to me, as I knew it was one of the most used software for recording and streaming, but yet I couldn't use it at all. So, I clearly had to use something else. But what other recording software did I use? Again, I obviously couldn't use OBS without someone thinking I was definitely pulling a total joke here, and I decided to stop using ROBLOX Recorder since I had been for 2 years at the time, and I also wanted to be able to make videos of just other games and other stuff. So, what was my choice? Well, okay, I'll just get it out of the way. Bandicam. Yes, Bandicam. On March 5th of 2017, 3 days after the OBS test was uploaded, I uploaded Bandicam Test 1, in which I recorded the video using, well, Bandicam. It turned out to not be completely unusable, so I stuck with it. And from that point forward in 2017, all the way until 2020, my recording software was Bandicam. And if you look back to my old videos in which I recorded in Bandicam, you may notice that I didn't have the watermark on most videos. And that's because I had the paid version. I'm not kidding. I had to use the paid version of Bandicam, since my laptop couldn't even use OBS without going to fight or flight. So due to all of this, wow, we're going on a long tangent here, aren't we? But trust me on this, it is related to the topic. Due to all of this, you're probably not surprised to know that these were pretty much the primary reasons as to why I lost all of my motivation to create videos in 2018, 2019, and 2020, as I knew I couldn't make anything even half decent, due to A, not having a powerful enough system, B, having no editing software to use, C, not being able to make custom thumbnails, or if I did, they were kind of shit, and D, using fucking Bandicam. So that's why I quit. On May 31st, 2020, after only a brief return after also silently leaving in 2019, I would upload the final episode of Roblox Fart Attack, episode 24. Fucking hell, who let me do that? Which would unknowingly be my last video before quietly ceasing any forms of content creation across all channels of mine at the time. I figured that I was done, and that there wouldn't ever be a return to this. But then, on March 31st, 2021, I got what is now my current PC. Not a laptop, a computer tower, and one with an Intel Core i7-10700F and a GTX 1660 Super. Finally, no more Pentium graphics. This was it, my big moment to return to creating content, something I've been trying to do since 2016, and I always have failed. And once I got my editing software, I immediately began creating videos again, right? No, but instead I only uploaded one video to my second channel and then disappeared again and didn't get back to content creation until an entire year later. You know, it's kind of crazy that after all of this, I'm still trying to attempt something like this, after all of these failures. This now brings us to April 2022. The same month, I uploaded my Season 2 video. But I'm not going to dig deep into it, since this section was meant to be about my future upload schedule, and not entire history lesson about my channel. So now, after far too long, what's my schedule going to be? Well, from what I've just told you for these past few minutes, you can probably tell that I am very bad at sticking with an upload schedule. So what I'm about to say right now could very well change at any time. But right now, I'm thinking I'm going to aim for one video every week. But I may not be able to do that every single week. So at the very least, I'm going to try to upload every 2 or 3 weeks. That's going to be my minimum. Ideally, every single week. But at a very minimum, one every 2 or 3 weeks. Time will just tell us how this goes. Okay, that one took a while to get through. Well, we can now finally move on to our next subject, and this one should be less of a challenge to answer. What content will I be making? Trust me, I have some pretty interesting ideas for videos, but first, let me just say this. I am fairly certain that it's likely going to be about the same again. However, I have an increasing feeling that Roblox videos may either slow down to a halt or possibly even end completely. I unfortunately just don't find too much interest in the game anymore, which, let me tell you, does sting quite a bit, honestly. Especially because this channel, which I built from the ground up all those years ago, might have not even existed had it not been for my Roblox videos. I owe a lot of this channel to Roblox, and it's one of the main reasons as to how I'm here right now talking to every one of you watching this video. However, I don't quite think that Roblox content will ever cease completely. And to make this point even clearer, I have plans for at least 1 or 2 more Roblox videos in the future. One is admittedly pretty easy to guess. The 10-year anniversary of my Roblox account will be this year, 2023, specifically on October 7th. And thinking about that, it's genuinely insane to me. 10 years since that fateful day in 2013. Oh, so much has happened since then. To celebrate such a massive milestone, I'm going to try and make a video about it on that day. But even if I don't, if it's at all possible for me to, I plan to do a Twitch stream on that day too, playing classic games and just gawking at the nostalgia which may hit me at any point during the stream. Now, the other Roblox video idea I have is considerably more interesting to me. For some background, in the same document where the script for this very video lies, I have a video ideas section where I write down any ideas for future videos I have, so I never have to worry about forgetting any. To not spoil them, I obviously won't show you most of these here, but I will reveal a specific one in this list, which at first might sound odd, but let me explain myself, okay? Roblox Fart Attack episode 25. But Stayer, didn't you say you despised that series earlier? Well, I did, and still do, but wouldn't it be a little funny to briefly go back to the game with all of my improvements for content that I've made since episode 24? Maybe with those skills, I can make number 25 at least semi-enjoyable to watch. All in all, I plan on my future gaming content to be games which aren't Roblox, games which I find interesting enough to where I'll make a video on them. Now this may disappoint some of my long-term subscribers who've been here since 2017, 2018, hell even 2016, but it is just a decision I feel that's necessary, which will allow me to be able to enjoy creating videos again. I don't quite want to say specific games I have in mind just yet, as I'm not sure what I'll want to play and what I won't, but one that I definitely can say right now, which is a bit obvious by this point in the video, is American Truck Simulator. That series will be continuing for as long as I feel it should, which should be a pretty good amount of time. Something inside of me is hinting at the fact that stream highlights could end up becoming my main content on this channel, since they're considerably easier to make since I can just rip them from my Twitch streams and I don't have to record anything exclusively, but we'll see about that. If stream highlights do end up becoming one of the main types of videos on this channel, I will try to make sure that stream highlights are not the only content I upload here. I promise. Trust me, I wouldn't want that either. Now, I also don't just want to make gaming videos either, so I also have a few ideas for non-gaming content, which so far has been around the documentary style. One of which is a video going through the full history of my channel. If I can go on an 8-minute tangent going through my videos from 2017 to 2020, I can definitely make a video about the entire channel as a whole. There's been many interesting moments throughout the years, and I would love to bring them to light again in 2023. The only issue is that video may take months to complete, so if/when I do get started on that, I will passively work on it during other projects. Alright, seems like there's only one more subject to get into, which is do I have any other future plans for this channel? And the answer is not really as of now. All I know right now is I simply want to slowly get back into the feel of making videos and uploading here before I decide anything else outside of the important stuff, such as my upload schedule or the type of content I want to make. What I will say for now is I would love to do collabs and things involving other creators, and I probably could with some people like Brad, but there would need to be some specific element which would work well as a collab video. Actually, bringing up collabs reminds me about someone which most of you might know already. If you've been here for a while, you'd remember the channel called Connor and Bender. now renamed to Bender and Stayer. The other person on that channel, Bender, who is more commonly referred to as iBenderZZ, and nowadays Agent Owl, has actually been one of my very good friends for almost my entire life now. In fact, since a few years ago, we now both live super close to each other, which is weird to think about sometimes. Regarding the channel, I don't know if we'll ever return to it, since content/video creation wise, we're not as close anymore when you compare to 2018. But I personally would love to, as I feel like there's some videos which we could make into something really cool together. And now, back on the subject at hand. As I stated previously, I don't currently have any plans for the future outside of what content I'll make and what my upload schedule will be. If or when I do figure out other plans, I'll be sure to let all of you know what they entail whenever I feel like it's the right time to. Anyway, after so much, I think that finally wraps up everything I wanted to get to during section 4. What a crazy one. Now, stick around for just a little bit longer. I've got one more section here relating to my final thoughts about all of this. After that, we'll be done.
Oh my god!
Wow, I am shocked that I got that on video. I've always... So, what a video, huh? Funny how I was initially going to include this explanation at the beginning of American Truck Simulator episode 1. Certainly wasn't expecting this to be 33 minutes long, but now, I just want to throw in my final thoughts on everything that's happened so far, and give even more gratitude towards all of you. And to make this section just a little more nostalgic, I think we'll bring something back just for today. And we're back here once again. Roleplay around the city. For those who don't know, this game was the game I used to record videos in during 2016 and early 2017. Videos such as the ticks removal video, changing recorders, and a bunch more. It's got a place in my heart, and for that reason we are here to discuss everything else I want to get into, which albeit isn't much. Now, genuinely, to anyone out there who's still watching this video after all of this time, thank you. I mean it from deep down. This is a project I've sunk so much time into, and I wasn't even intending on making this video as long as it is, but I kept on thinking of more I wanted to say, so the fact that you're still here, listening, means so much to me. And to my longtime subscribers and viewers who've been here since either 2016, 2017, 2018, or even 2019, I appreciate all of you so much as well. I really hope that I can finally be able to make the content that you've been waiting for all this time by now. So now, I believe that wraps up this video. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next time we meet.